everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Hey, what it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today, man, we got a serious topic on our hands, man. And it's, as you can already tell by the thumbnail and the title, man, it's about to go down, man. I'm about to give another prison review and how to survive Oklahoma prisons. And unfortunately, man, we got to talk about a serious subject that, is really overlooked within society because we don't understand what goes on in prison. But I'm going to break it down to you in the most simplest way. And I'm going to let y'all know the real. And, I hope that a lot of young men and women, they get justice for when things like this happen. So prayers out to the families. And I do want to say this with all discretion. I'm not finna out nobody. I'm not finna do none of that shit. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I just want to talk about this situation that happened to a guy he goes by the name of Brother Polite. Man, I don't know what to say about him, man, but his story is kind of crazy because, this is a child that he's supposed to protect. A child that's supposed to look up to him, someone that's supposed to come to him for guidance, lunch money, and a ride to see their friends. And for the most part, they come to you for guidance. You know what I mean? I have several stepchildren. I have a fleet of nieces, and I have four daughters, two stepdaughters, three stepsons. That's a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying? So many I can't even keep up. I got their names and dates saved in my phone just so I can get a notification because there's so many of them. But this hurt me so much because I sit around and I protect my girls. I protect my girls. I protect random kids that I don't even know just on the basis of who I am. When you hear stories like this, it really hurts, man, because there's a lot of positive males in our community that we need to be putting on a pedestal. But then again, you don't know what these people are capable of. So it sucks, man. But what really sucks is now this man has to go through our corrupt justice system. Now I'm gonna tell y'all about Oklahoma. I'm not gonna tell you about any other state because I don't know any other state. When it comes to pedophilia, it's more of a slap on the wrist. If you get caught with 0.5 grams of crack cocaine, you will do more time than a person raping a grown man raping a 14-year-old girl. Basically a 5-year sentence. For a man for statutory rape, I think the minimum is probation. The maximum is probably 5 years. I'm gonna break it down to why I know this information is because where I was at is Jim E. Hamilton Correctional Facility. Now, if you from Oklahoma, you know this facility is full of child molesters. You be like, man, what the fuck? I ain't have a lot of time, and what they want to do is they test you, man. Because you don't have a lot of time, they're going to put you in these scenarios that is going to pretty much, keep you in there longer than you want to be. And when I got there, a lot of people was telling me, they break it down to you like, hey, man, nah, your cellmate is cool or your cellmate is a blah, blah, blah. You got to go with the flow, man. Listen, when you're in prison, go with the flow. They tell you don't fuck with that person, just don't fuck with them. The whole penitentiary is full of child molesters, and the reason why is they have a bunch of short timers and child molesters here is because nobody's gonna fuck with them. So as long as you don't fuck with them because you got a short time, you're gonna get out of there pretty fast. You got people that been in prison for 25 years that's now at this yard with these criminals, and they've been in the prisons for 20 years with the murderers of murderers. So when they get down to this short time, these little child molesters they're not even worried about them. And all what I'm saying is child molesters get protected in the Oklahoma prison system more than we think. One time this guy, he pulled me to the side and said, hey man, a lot of people been asking questions about you, like, who you is or whatever. And I was like, man, hey, I ain't no motherfucking child molester. Whatever. But hey, go get that paperwork. All right, so I go get the paperwork. So basically, everything off of my chest was like, ah, shit, I'm cool. But then I was just like, man, hey, homie, I seen you like try to call me out though. Where your paperwork? And this big dude, he stuttered like a motherfucker. He like, let me take you to this. So I was like, fuck it, let me go to this room. So I went, chopped it up. He was like, nah, see, because everybody tried to do this. And motherfuckers be having fucked up charges. People around them don't even know. And they be having this fake ass paperwork. I always thought it was weird. This motherfucker, this stuttering ass motherfuckers, checking motherfuckers. Sure enough, about 2 months later, bam, some paperwork on him come through the pipeline. I don't know who this dude pissed off, but they found his real paperwork, and yeah, it was a sad situation for him. You have a place in Jimmy Hamilton called the Superdome. It's basically a big ass room full of inmates, and most of them motherfuckers in there is like high level sex offenders. But they not high level to where they can't go to a minimum, but they like did some foul ass shit. So it's some foul motherfuckers. So when you go in the Superdome, you don't know who's in there. You know who your bunkmate is, because everybody's in one big ass room. And they, you know what I'm saying, you can't just press everybody. But then if you press them, that's another charge. That's intimidating. Then it's all, conspiracy and all that bullshit. They get you, man. They protect these motherfuckers. I mean, people have added on years to their sentence just for fighting one of them dudes just because they got a sex crime. Beating up a sex offender is a hate crime in prison. And, man, and they'll snitch on you, dog. They'll snitch on you, man. It's crazy, man, to let these people get that much power. First, they took the power from my kids. Then people that really don't give a fuck about them, that will fuck them up, they took the power from them because they will fuck them up. But and the reason why they put them there is because everybody got short time, and when you got short time, you ready to go. You don't want to fuck around. So beating this dude up means nothing when you trying to get home to your family. In my last prison video, the Kirsten Hatfield guy, he got the guy who raped and killed that little kid. He got killed in prison. You know what I'm saying? He was behind the walls. Behind the walls is the maximum security Whacking Hut, McAllister, Whacking Huts and Lawton, McAllisters and McAllister, Big Mac, what they call it. Yeah, you die there. But when you go to these minimums, that's where they put them because they come in with less than 5 years. See, the justice system won't give them more than 10 years unless they violently rape somebody. Them motherfuckers, they give them short time. The justice system be like, oh, he's not violent. They give motherfuckers like that Brock character that raped that girl behind that dumpster 3 months because, oh, they're afraid of his well-being. Man, fuck these motherfuckers, man. With a spiked dildo. You understand what I'm talking about? But you can't. But I tell y'all what. Y'all see these motherfuckers on the streets, man, put them on blast. It's a person on the streets right now that I put on blast every time. Every time I see this motherfucker, you a child molester. That's just it. Again, another person protected by the system, and then they get out and do the exact same shit again. These motherfuckers can't be fixed. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all what, prayers to the family of the victim. And that brother Polite, man, I surely hope the New York justice system or whatever city he from, they really do their justice for this young lady because, she was supposed to be protected and she wasn't. The last line of defense is the justice system. And you know what? Fingers crossed. All right, everyday people, man. Thank y'all for watching. Hey, protect the ladies, protect the children, and fuck these suckers, man. Peace.